Dina.
Hi, Pam. Welcome, everyone. I have a sucking candy in my mouth.
So do I.
Probably not a good thing for the beginning of a podcast.
Well, it'll be gone soon.
There you go. Welcome, everyone. You're tuning into the Knitting Place podcast. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. If you're returning, thank you. I am Dina. You can find me at The Knitting Place on Ravelry, The Knitting Place on Facebook, and The Knitting Place on Instagram.
I am Pam. Pam Sapp on Ravelry and Pam Sapp on Instagram.
And Facebook. Oh, no, you're Pam Sapienza.
Pam Sapienza on Facebook.
Sorry.
Yeah. Never mind, just do Instagram.
Okay. Welcome, everyone. It's been a long time.
Yes, it has been. I don't know how long it's been.
Long. Did we do coverage after Vogue Live?
Oh, yeah. We did that. I think we did one since Vogue. And we were going to do another one before EYF, but we never did. And then we did do one.
After Yarn Crawl.
No, before Yarn Crawl, but it was never published.
We're so bad.
It was never posted.
I'm sorry. That's my fault. It's in the vault.
It's in the vault. Never to be seen. But anyway. But we're here today, and that's what counts, right?
There you go. So we had a lot of nice things happen for Yarn Crawl.
It's been busy since your last podcast. You had the crawl, EYF.
Right.
A lot of big things going on.
Maybe I should backtrack and we should start with the EYF.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
For those of you who don't know.
I went to Scotland. I went with Nikki. We went to EYF. It was a lot of fun. I took a class, which I hadn't done before. It was nice to be on the other side.
Never get a chance to do that.
No. I mean, not only as an attendee, but taking a class. I took fixing cables, which surprisingly, I learned a lot. I didn't think I would.
I think you took the class just because you wanted to take a class, right? And then
I wanted to take the class. I also wanted the benefits of taking a class. You get it like the early bird ticket. You get through the doors early
right.
to get, first shot at certain products. But it turned out that I learned a lot of things. It was a wonderful class. And I actually used we didn't use the technique today.
But you could have.
I could have if I needed to. We did fix a cable today.
So I shouldn't have taken down Daniel's sweater. I should have given you...
Should have waited for me.
I should have waited. If I'd only known. Who knew 9 months later you'd take a cable class? It's funny.
Anyway, so that was a lot of fun. Bought lots of goodies. I do not have them all because I've distributed quite a few. I will insert a post. How's that? A picture of my haul.
Yeah, absolutely.
My haul. From EYF. I bought presents for everybody.
Yes, thank you very much.
So that was fun. And we also received presents. I was very touched. Allie, I was so happy to see again. I didn't think I would run into her. But Allie, if you're watching, I'm so happy that you were there and that we ran into you. And thank you so much for the lovely gift.
Yes, thank you, Allie. You even remembered me. And you sent Dinah home with a gift.
Yes, it was really touching. And from what I see, you actually bought for everyone, which was so gracious.
It's funny. My husband saw it the other day, and he said, "Oh, I like this. I like this
really nice
tweed." It was covered in tweed fabric.
It was really nice.
It's a journal. It's very nice. Thank you so much. Will definitely be put to good use.
Yes. So a special shout out to you. It was great meeting fans, meeting people, sitting in the tent amongst fellow knitters.
It's always nice when you're in a place with people who share the same love of something, passion as you do.
Definitely.
So
that was a lot of fun. Got to run into old friends, new friends.
Made new friends.
Definitely. It was fun. It was fun to see Nikki go for the first time and have her experience it from a different perspective.
Absolutely.
So that was fun. And what else can I say? It's a bit of a blur right now, so we'll move on.
Well, you'll talk about something. You're knitting on something, right?
I could talk about, I will talk about that later.
She'll be nice.
Yeah, I'll talk about the things that I've purchased and cast on already.
There you go. Diane's got castanitis, right, Diane?
Oh, big time. Big time.
Who doesn't? Come on now, really. I think we all suffer from that.
Definitely. Yeah. Especially, it's like springtime. I don't know. Something
Let's
about
cast
spring.
it all on. And, I'm noticing that there are so many knit-alongs going on. It seems like everybody is having, not everybody, but there are a lot of knit-alongs going on.
Different ways to get engaged.
Which is nice.
Definitely.
Because sometimes, you do that, and that's what holds you accountable to finish the project.
And then we met, Randy came in today. She's participating in a knit along, and she just didn't want to be bound by it.
So everyone approaches it
differently, which is nice.
Which is nice, yeah, absolutely. She'll probably be the first one to finish it. She doesn't have any sleeves.
That's true.
Anyway.
That's true. So after EYF,
then
we came back. It was
about yarn crawl.
Yarn crawl.
The Long Island yarn crawl.
We were super busy, super excited. We had a lot of fun deliveries.
Yeah, we did.
We received a pop-up from La Bien-Aimée, which was super exciting. And if you want to check out what we still have in stock, you can go online at thenittingplaceny.com. We're not going to sit here and show you all the different colors that are available.
Well, there's not much. There
isn't much, but some of them are 1 or 2s on certain colorways, and others we have some sweater quantities, so it depends on the color. We had a beautiful, beautiful delivery from Barnyard Knits.
Like this.
And we're actually stocking their yarn, and Kim was very sweet. She created a custom colorway for us. I don't know if the camera is actually doing
a little closer, maybe.
Doing it justice, but
it's a little washed out. But
yeah. Let's see.
It kind of has a peachy speckle to it.
Yeah. Not really working. The inspiration behind this colorway was spring Pantone colors. So you can't really tell, but it's a pretty peach.
Yeah, I would say
speckled peach, right?
Yeah.
Speckled with other colors that were on the Pantone chips for spring of 2019. So if you're interested in this colorway, that's one that we have stock in. And this is Shipwreck.
Yeah, it's pretty. Look at those colors in there. That's coming up nicely.
Oh, that's nice.
That's a good angle. One, yeah. Greens with some golds and speckles, browns. It's very pretty. And this is Shipwreck. I think those are the 2 colors we have.
I think that's it.
Oh, so you can always... I thought we
did Do Not Disturb.
But anyway, those you can call the shop for if you're interested in either the exclusive colorway or the Shipwreck. And this does have a lot of yardage. It's got 463 yards in it.
It's on Do Not Disturb. Only my husband can get through.
Yeah, it is. Where should it say? It is.
Okay.
Anyway,
put it on silent.
So that's Barnyard. That's what's left, at least.
What else did we get for Yarn Crawl?
Oh, we got these, right? The
Katie from Katrinkles was kind enough to do a custom needle gauge and swatch gauge for me. It's the shape of my logo.
Yep.
And it's in this neon acrylic.
It's like a peachy pink.
It's really awesome. Not really seeing it, but it's neat.
Mm-hmm.
You could see the swatch gauge, the needle gauge, so that's really cute.
She also did these for you, too. Good.
These are really cute stitch markers. You can see the glitter, the sparkle, the mirror.
Some hearts.
Different shapes. So those were fun, very popular. And then Ann Tudor was kind enough to create these beauties for Yarn Crawl, and we have a few left. So if you like these stitch markers, there's a yarn ball, a llama, a sheep, a car, a shopping bag filled with yarn, Knitting Place logo. So that was a beautiful, fun little gadget that you could have picked up, and we still have available. And then if you did the Yarn Crawl, this year Katrinkles we had stitch markers made up for every shop with our logo, and these sold out like instantly. So some of the shops are reordering. Mine are already in. So if you've missed out, they're in the shop and they're available again. Or if you just want it,
those are nice. And that was all stuff that was associated with our Yarn Crawl,
right? But still available, not necessarily bound to Yarn Crawl,
right?
So that was fun.
And it was a busy weekend. There were about 10 shops on the island that participated in the crawl. And it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Right?
Yeah, we had a good crowd. Yep. It was really nice. We got lucky with the weather.
Yeah, the weather, I was just going to say, the weather was decent.
Held out. I designed a new piece for it.
Oh, yeah, where is
We could talk about that.
Here it is.
This piece is a kit. It's called Fringed on Long Island. Sorry, Pam,
that's okay.
Covering your face.
That's fine.
It's a cute little piece. I don't know if you see the
sparkle.
sparkle.
You see the little bits of sparkle
in glisten. There? So that's done with 2 yarns. It was done in Flora, which is a sparkly yarn, and then it's fringed in Alicia or Audra. linen yarn. Is Flora linen?
Yeah, I think it is, yeah.
Cute little
no, I think
accessory.
Flora's cotton, and the Alicia is linen, is what it is. It's very pretty.
Cute little accessory. Just wear it around the neck. Simple.
Or you could wear it the other way, too.
Oh, yeah.
With the point going down the back is also nice.
Yep. You could wear it like this.
Yep. There you go. And that's pretty, too.
It's just a little shawlette.
It's a quick knit.
Yes. So
for
this
the
is
spring
free
and
with
light.
the kit.
Mm-hmm.
Came in different colorways, and we have the kits available. I don't believe they're online, though. They're not.
They're not, no.
So if you're interested, call up, and I'll be happy to email you pictures or text you pictures.
Send it to you.
So this was a big hit, actually.
It was. It
We had
was.
to-
Well, you know what?
we
When people
sold
are
out a lot.
crawling from shop to shop, they might want to get a little something in each shop.
Yes.
You know.
We did make it very easy for customers this year to just pick up something small, not a big commitment.
Right.
There were certainly plenty of things to choose from, but if you wanted a kit under $50, we had that.
Right.
If you wanted gadgets
If you
under
just wanted some
$25,
stitch markers.
absolutely.
Exactly.
So you weren't really bound to making a huge purchase. We found a lot of crawlers this year saying that they had a lot of stash from last year.
Yeah, they had a lot in their stash that they hadn't used.
Mm-hmm. So I found that people were a lot wiser.
Yeah.
A lot more careful in their purchases.
Right.
And just being mindful, which is
Yeah.
good. It's good not to
Let
just
that
come in and
stash build.
hoard. Right, it's too much. So I'm a fan
True.
of that.
It's true.
All right, should we talk about new products?
Yeah, sure. Products, absolutely.
Or do you want to go into whips? Let's go into whips
Let's
first.
do whips.
Okay.
What do
so
you
we're going
have?
to do whips. You start.
Whips. Well, I have one whip, and it's like a summer top.
No.
Whip?
Oh, we're doing whips?
You said whips.
I did. Okay, do whips.
You want to do
Sorry.
whips? Confusing me. Anyway,
I'm thinking FO.
yeah. Well,
I'm saying whip, but I'm thinking FO.
one thing's coming out of the mouth, and the mind's thinking something else, right?
Yeah.
This is the bottom. From the bottom up, it's like a tank top, a summer top called Arisu, Arisu, and it's by Svetlana. I can't think of her last name. Dina will post it. I'll give
That's
it to
pretty
you.
stitch marker.
That came from we got
that
your birthday gift, Bed of Roses.
That's lovely.
It's a progress keeper.
Progress. I love
Isn't
it.
that pretty?
Yeah.
Anyway, and this is it starts at the bottom with a lace going all the way around. And I'm using the Bell yarn from Artfill.
What colorway?
Wheat. It's colorway wheat.
It's pretty. You see all the shading that's running through it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm not alternating skeins. Maybe I should, but I'm not. Maybe I should take the second skein and join it in
Maybe as you get
before I get to
Yep.
the end of the first skein, which would be pretty soon. Anyway, but it's just sleeveless. You know, goes up and
you got past
breaks.
the hard part.
Yeah. Well, you know, I hate
It
to say
reminds
it.
me of the Techno.
It does, right? It's got the lace on the bottom. I will say, though, that the lace is the interesting part of it, you know. It really is. It's when you get to the knitting that it kind of gets a little boring, but that's fine. We can handle it.
You're on Easy Street
I'm
now.
on Easy Street, right? So I have a little bit more to go. Well, more than a little bit before I get to the sleeves.
That's true.
It'll be
Is it a short top or?
I believe it says 12 inches to the armhole. And then the sleeves are about, you figure, 7 inches. That's only 19. I think I'm going
That's
to go.
short.
I'm going to go longer. I know right
I
now the
understand.
style seems to be cropped, but not on this body.
Well,
Crop doesn't.
well, you could wear something underneath it if that's your thing.
I
Would
could.
you wear like a tank or something?
I'm still not going to do that short. That's just not. I think it's too short. I meant to
19
do
is
that
short.
today. We have to measure it
Is
and see
that
where
like
it's going
to
to
the
land.
pant, like top?
It's got to be the top of the
It's too
pants.
short.
I need to go longer than that. You know. So
Too
anyway,
short.
that's my whip.
Just one? I don't believe that.
Well, that's current.
I
A
do
current.
not
A current whip.
believe. You only have one whip in your bag.
I have the cloud is in my bag.
Like a cloud.
Like a cloud is in my bag.
Did you restart the blanket?
I did. I don't have that with me though.
Did you see there's another one? Just got 3
Yeah, well, there's more than 3.
in
But-
the bag.
Well, in general, wherever they are, they're living somewhere.
I'm ready to cast on more.
I know. Well, I'm trying to be good. I mean, this shouldn't take me that long because it's
That
just
should be quick.
a summer top. I mean, I started it a week ago, so that was decent progress. But what are you working on, my dear? What's your whip?
I am working on Paddy Lyons' Roselle Tee. It's a knit along.
Again, we're talking about now. This is a knit along.
Yes, it's a knit along. She's doing it actually with Valley Yarns. I think that's from Webb's. It's a wool and cotton blend yarn.
Mm-hmm.
I did not purchase that yarn.
Nope.
I am doing mine in Squishy.
From Anzula.
From Anzula. I swatched it. I know it's a fingering weight yarn, but I was able to get gauge on the 7.
Well, I think they were using a sport weight yarn, right?
I'm not sure of the
I'm pretty
actual.
sure. I think that's what
maybe.
it is. It's sport weight. But, Anzula, again, look how pretty. Look at that color.
Could you see the dart? Not dart. I don't know what she calls it. That little pie, the triangle.
You have to insert a picture of the finished Roselle Tee.
Yes, I will. I'm sorry I don't
If you can't see it, it's hard to see it on the screen. Can you go closer, Dina?
I can.
It's still hard to see. But you can see that Dina did SSKs and knit 2 togethers, kind of coming up to a point.
On her SSK, which was so fun to learn.
Yeah, she does. And what she's going to have a lace insert on the front. Mm-hmm. And it kind of goes like this. It widens right at the bottom.
Yes. So it's actually a reversible tee. Mm-hmm. And if this were the front, the back is done the same exact way, except for there's a lace insert in the triangle.
Right.
And there are the same matching lace
sleeves. Short sleeves. But the nice thing is that the piece is reversible. You can wear the pleated lace in the back or in the front.
Correct.
Which is nice.
I think I'm too close
to
the mannequin. Sorry, I'm making so much noise.
You can't even get the full length. There it is, yeah. And this is the color lipstick, right?
Yes, from
Anzula. And Squishy it's an MCN, right?
MCN.
Merino cashmere nylon.
I'm wearing so many knits. Okay, wait a minute.
And we think that we always
too many things on.
It's all take this one. And we always say that the Anzula, because it has the cashmere in it, it seems to plume a little bit. So, which is, I think, why you're getting the gauge.
Yes, definitely.
On that. If you haven't seen the Paddy Lyons,
her videos on this particular knit along are absolutely amazing. The amount of detail and the technique
which is nice involved, because you're learning something as you do it.
It is super cool. So even if you don't want to make it, it might even be worth just to buy.
That's what I said.
The knit along, because the videos and the techniques and the tips and tricks.
She did a whole thing on gauge. She did a whole thing on gauge and why gauge is important and swatching. And the SSK trick I used on my lace bottom on my project currently.
So she talks about, she's really, really fine-tuning every stitch. So I don't know if you've ever noticed, but next project, if you ever do raglan shaping and one side calls for knit 2 together and the other side calls for SSK, you might notice that there's like this tiny little hole between your 2 stitches.
On an SSK.
On an SSK. And she's found a way to actually maneuver the stitches so that it closes up
so
the
that
hole.
The legs are sitting in a certain way.
Correct.
Right.
So kudos.
And you also on that top had a technique on the top. You know how sometimes when you're shaping on the top of a sweater and you get the gaps?
Yes.
So she also shows techniques for that to avoid that from happening
when you're
well.
Binding off in the center of your work. So if you're doing a neckline, when you go to bind off your center stitches, there's often a gap pulling at the first bind off. Right. And she talks about merging the 2 sides together so that you don't get that separation, which is wonderful. And I know Shelley Anderson actually
does that too.
She pays very good attention to those little
her patterns also have those fine details.
Yes. So while they might not be exactly the same, it's interesting to see a different approach.
I wonder how Joe, one of our customers, Joe, is doing the...
She's a relatively new knitter. Well, she is a new knitter.
But she's a fabulous knitter. She really
took
is.
to it,
really
quickly. And I know that she's doing the knit along. So, Joe, if you're watching this, stop in and show us your Roselle Tee.
Let's compare yours and Dina's. Let's check notes out, right?
Well, I have to tell you, of course, I was doing my neck shaping on the plane. Mm-hmm. And I didn't have Wi-Fi to download the videos. Mm-hmm. So I think what happened was we had a delay. I got part of the video. And then when I was up to the next phase, like I got the first part where you join the 2 and then you need to bind off and then start the second bind off. And when you go back, there was another trick on getting the 2 together. And I think I don't think I did that 100% correctly because...
Well, you had technical difficulties.
Exactly. I didn't have the Wi-Fi. And I wanted to finish the back because the new clue is coming out today. And I didn't even get the new clue yet. I sent Paddy an email.
But the reality is you haven't had time yet.
I wouldn't have been able to do it.
You wouldn't have been able to do it yet. But you should make sure you get it tonight. That way you can do it tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah. That's important.
Well, it's nice because her knit along is not rush, rush, rush. She gave us ample time to do the back, which was good.
Right.
I started a week late because we had the Long Island yarn crawl.
Yes. You didn't have time to start.
So that worked out well.
Yeah, that worked out well.
Yeah.
So what else are you working on?
So what else? So one of the things that I purchased at EYF was LYS from Andrea Mowry.
And LYS doesn't stand for local yarn shop.
Not in this case. It's Little Yellow Sweater. And although I did buy the yellow, that wasn't, I didn't buy it because of the name. It's just called Little Yellow Sweater. And I was able to do one sleeve. And as you can see, I have my markers in place. I don't know how you guys count rows.
Oh, mine's ringing too.
See that? That do not disturb is not really working. I have stitch markers to mark every time I did an increase row. And I know that I have to do it every 10th round. So I put a safety pin, and it's just easy for me to count how many times I've done it. I am making my sleeves a little bit longer, so I'm able to check to see how long it is because it's on my magic loop. Ta-da! This is another nice thing about being in a round. You can actually try on your sleeve. So as you can see,
are you done with that?
I've got arm warmers so far. I still have a little bit more to go. Probably this section.
Did you have that with you on the plane?
I did. I thought I was done
because I was looking for my second.
You were looking
to do the second sleeve.
Yeah, well, clearly I didn't try it on the plane.
In your mind, you were ahead of yourself.
You know what it is? I think it's because I counted the number of increases, and when I was following the pattern,
you had the
she
number
has a 3/4 sleeve. Yes.
Oh, yeah. So you're not doing the 3/4 sleeve.
I wanted
That's
it longer.
Yeah, so I don't blame you. I like the longer one as well.
Yeah. So that was.
Stay tuned.
Whip number 2.
This
is going to go slow. So.
Well, yeah,
you know how it is.
You're not rushing with that. When you're not wearing it now, you're not going to wear it now.
It's not even that. When you're working on one project, you see progress. Like, look at how much progress you've done.
Right. Well, that's true.
That's true. I mean,
you're doing the Roselle Tee though. If you hadn't been doing the Roselle, you probably would have had the second
I would have
sleeve
more done.
Yeah.
But no, I had to start a third project.
Now she starts that with the sleeves. She starts the pattern. That's like the Brooklyn tweed piece that I'm doing. That has the sweater too.
Yeah. I actually modified it because I realized because I wanted a longer sleeve, I had to do.
You needed fewer stitches.
Fewer stitches for the cuff,
right.
Exactly, because her sleeve starts up at about here.
It's wider there, yeah.
So I went for the smaller size for the cuff,
and then you
incorporated more increases. But clearly now I need to do more.
Yep.
So that is whip number 2.
That's good.
Current whip number 2.
Current whip. Oh, there you go.
Right. Should I do whip number 3?
Yeah, go ahead. You have it there, don't you?
Yes, I do. So whip number 3 is the Cumulus sweater. And this is another...
Do you have the pattern in there?
I do, but I don't know if there's a picture here. Sorry,
Maybe
guys,
I can
I'm not
find
really
it.
quite...
I can see. Maybe I'll see if I can find it.
The picture, I don't think, is on the pattern, or let's see, maybe it is. Yes, I lied.
Oh, you have it. Good.
So it's a V-neck sweater. I actually bought this yarn in my bag to knit Isola, which is a sweater that was designed for the yarn that I purchased. And for some reason, I had the notion that it was a V-neck sweater.
This is the pattern that Stacy is doing.
Is it the same one?
Yes. Yeah.
So I thought, for some reason, I must have had Hohi's V-neck sweater. It was in Interpretations, and then she has another one. No, the one that came out in Interpretation 6. She has a V-neck sweater.
Is that what you bought the yarn for?
No.
Oh.
But V-neck was on my mind.
Oh, I see.
And in the thick of things, when I saw this yarn, I fell in love with it. Jan was working at the booth, Nature's Luxury. Jan is from Forever Young in Doylestown.
Mm-hmm.
And Forever Yarn, in Doylestown. And she was helping me out. And I fell in love with the color. And she's like, oh, you need to make this. And there was a sweater, Isola. And by the time you come back, your brain is fried from all the yarn and all the patterns. It's huge stimulation. I wasn't making sense of anything. I actually texted her and I said, what did I buy this yarn for? Because I couldn't remember. I said, what V-neck sweater?
Right.
She's like, Dina, it wasn't a V-neck sweater. It was for a crew neck. And I really wanted V-neck. So I changed my mind and I'm doing this one here by PetiteKnit. Really cute. It's a V-neck. This one is actually done using a double-stranded mohair, but I am using...
You're not using double-stranded mohair.
No, I'm using their silk mohair from Nature's Luxury, and it's paired with...
Yeah, that's so washed out right there.
Sorry. It's really soft. It's paired with this pretty... Can you see it?
It's the light above. If we get rid of the light above.
Oh, that's really good.
It's all coming from above.
Terrible.
There you go. That's a good idea. Stick. Oh, that you just had it before that, Dina.
Ooh, that was not good. Well, there you go. How's that?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Technical difficulties. Anyway,
so I show them what it looks like combined.
And these are the two together. It's interesting. It's actually you cast on and then you work your raglan increases as well as your neck increases before you join in the round. It's worked from the top down.
Right.
So let's see if I can get a good picture for you. Can you see that there's like little flecks of blue in there? Peach and blue. So I think it'll go great with jeans, white shirt, and my uniform shirt.
Anything goes with white.
Exactly. So that is my whip number 3.
There you go.
And soon I'll have whip number 4.
There you go.
Talk about cast-on-itis. I want everything.
She wants everything. What do they say to a child? They say, why is this doing that? That what do they say? Your eyes are bigger than your stomach, right?
Totally. Especially when you're hungry.
Especially when you're talking about yarn.
Yeah.
So, well, that's good. You got plenty to keep you busy.
Yes.
That's for sure.
Yes.
Well, tell them about the
new acquisition.
Well, speaking I was going to say, tell them about the new knit along, the next cast on, the next cast on that you're going to have, Dina.
I believe that starts April 29th. I don't know if you've seen the posts from Knit Collage. Amy is doing a knit along, and she has 4 designs that you can choose from. Mm-hmm. I will insert a photo in case I get this up in time. You can come into the shop, or you can order. If you came into the shop, I would certainly get credit for it, and I would be very grateful. But if you're from far away and you'd like to participate or feel inspired, you should check out knitcollage.com. She has her kits online, and we're casting on the 29th. The kits are going quickly.
Yeah, she's only putting them up for a week, so the 18th will be the last day,
Correct.
Which is this Thursday, that you can purchase it. And then after that, you won't be able, I don't believe you'll be able to
I'm not sure when.
You get the pattern right away. I mean,
Correct.
she'll probably put them up for the fall because
maybe
they're fall items,
right?
Well, not the tank, but the tank could be a fall item.
Maybe
you can put a shirt under it.
So I'll insert a picture. I'm doing the chevron. It's called the Garden.
I don't know what it's called.
Garden Cardigan, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's done in what's this colorway? This one is called Fog, and it's it's like a pearly gray. Mm-hmm. And these are the 5 ribbons that go with it.
Here, let me hold this one and you hold that.
Thank you. Look at these ribbons.
Aren't they pretty? I'll move over a little bit and get yours in there.
So that's the palette.
That's her yarn called Wildflower, I believe.
Yes. And you've got 5 different colors. And for the cardigan, you actually do need a full skein. These are not mini skeins. So this particular kit is a little bit on the pricier side, but not every kit is expensive. Some of them have mini skeins, so you don't have to.
That looks pretty.
Yeah, there you go. That's
nice.
it. I can't wait to start.
Yep.
So this is like really free people like,
Yes,
cool.
It's very cool.
So
she has a tank top that also uses Wildflower.
Right. I think Constellation is the other one, the shawl. And there's another cardigan, actually. I think
that
it's
uses
only done
just the Wildflower,
exactly.
just the cotton. So that's lovely.
So that's soon to be another whip.
But that'll go quickly. I think it's on a 19 needle.
Yes. And so by then, I think...
And it's one piece, I think, from the back up over the shoulder. So
correct.
That's also nice, too.
Correct. So that'll be a nice construction. I don't know how she's going to work all 4 patterns at the same time. So I'm excited.
It should be fun.
I'm hoping to do a live streaming with her if we can. I don't know.
She said last knit along she had a cast-on party in her home.
Yeah.
But this year she's going to be doing it. She thinks she may be doing it at a local yarn shop in her area.
I think she posted today.
Yeah.
So check out her Instagram feed.
I got the pattern yesterday. She has a scrunchie that you can crochet with Wildflower. So let's make the scrunchie. Let's make the scrunchie. You could use some of her other yarns too, but I think the cotton. The cotton is nice as well. It'll take me not take me. I don't mean that, but it would take probably. It would
take her no time.
Half an hour to make that thing.
Very fast.
Anyway, so I should really do that. I should make one. How many yards is in the Wildflower?
I don't know.
Because she was saying how many yards it takes. I wonder if you can make more than one scrunchie. 70 grams, 60 yards. You probably could make 2 scrunchies with one skein.
Cool.
If anyone is interested. And if you go to her website,
Is it scrunchie or scrunchy?
Scrunchy, I don't know. Probably scrunchy.
I think so.
Scrunge is like dirt.
Yeah. Scrunchy. Sorry, fam.
I'm scrungy. Let's make a scrunchy. Yeah, that's you can make 2 with one of those probably.
Anyway, so that's...
And if you don't want to put it in your hair, you could wear it on your wrist.
You could wear it on your wrist. You could wear it as like a t-shirt.
Like
shrink a t-shirt
you could.
up,
yeah, absolutely.
like a little sarong or something.
Yeah, on the side, yep. There you
Take
go.
a shawl and tie it around. It could be fun, actually.
It would be fun.
Great.
And I got this, it was yesterday, so I'm assuming she still has it up as a, you know, all you have to do is, it's a free purchase, if there's such a thing. That's what they call
it. Anyway, so.
What else do we have?
We have FOs.
Oh, we didn't do FOs.
No, we haven't.
Well, you have more FOs than me. I have this. I
only have one.
You only have one?
Mm-hmm. I spoke about this
you
one.
Have, yeah. This is my half mitered. It's made out of DK weight yarn. I'm going to have to give you the name. I don't remember the...
Grace Notes?
Well, Grace Notes is the color, but I don't know the author of the pattern.
Oh.
Off the top of my head. But you see it has...
I'll put it down below.
Tassel down at the point, and at the short ends they each have a tassel. So it's a great piece to wear. You could either wear it with the long point in the back or wrap it in the front and pull the 2 short tabs through to the front. And it was a fun knit.
And I'm just laughing here because there's always that one end that we refuse to weave in.
Exactly. Now I made the tassels, but I didn't quite
weave in your ends.
Do you have a needle there?
I do, actually.
I'm going to weave in my end. There you go. This is what you call service.
Let me tell you, it's the funniest thing. All my projects, for some reason, you get down to those last final ends, and I just don't like weaving them in.
Well, this I started right after Vogue.
You did this quickly.
In Vogue? Well, I don't know. You think so?
Yes.
I think it took me a while. But it has a built-in, I don't know if you can see, there's an I-cord edging. And it was a fun knit. I mean, it was all garter stitch, but you did have to pay attention to your increases and
now, what did you say? You ended up needing a 4th skein?
I needed a 4th skein just to do the tassels. Because, of course, when I was reading the pattern, you know, when you read things too quickly, the pattern called for a yarn that was about 252 yards. And I used the Madeline Tosh DK, which has, what, 220? Or 225?
225.
225. So, of course, I don't know what I was looking at. That little bit of a difference made a difference for the tassels. So I could have left it tasselless, but tassel-free, but I decided that really was a cute detail on it, and I did want that on it. So I could use the other part of the skein for something else. Right? I could make Lucy a hat or something.
Or another scrunchie.
Or another scrunchie, yes, I could do that. There you go. And that is it.
Now you're
pretty color.
Finished.
So now this is an FO.
Ta-da!
One down. What about you,
officially, or almost officially, if you guys
did.
watch my Instagram, I officially finished the rose cardigan.
Can you see that?
Both fronts are actually done.
Bring it forward. Here, I'm going to move this over. There you go. That's pretty. I'm going to hold up the arm. Look at those sleeves.
It's officially done.
Nice.
Officially. Both sides merged in the back.
That nice cable she has on the sleeve.
Yeah, this was a big project. Very big. But I believe, you see?
She's got ends too.
There's a couple of ends.
Yeah,
on that side too.
There you go.
I don't know what it is about ends, but...
You can only go so far. Well, I never heard anyone say, I can't wait to weave my ends in. Only if it refers to a project being done, right?
So the funny thing, at EYF, I was walking around wearing this. I don't know, half the people I don't think got it, but it looked like I had finished it because I was wearing it. And truth be told, I only had one button band done.
Oh, did you really?
One button band, one cable band.
One cable band done.
Right. So it was just hysterical because I had the live stitches on the back.
Yeah. And this has a long
cuff.
I
actually don't cuff it.
You wear it long,
I like it long.
I would wear it long too.
Yeah, scrunched up.
Very pretty, Dina.
Thank you.
These were the colors. This was from last year's EYF, Andrea Mowry, right?
Yes, but I think, I don't know.
Was it Andrea Mowry?
Andrea Mowry's Rose Cardigan.
Yeah.
I just, the colorway, I know Bintu made, she works for La Bien-Aimée, and I know that she had hers done in this colorway. So either I was inspired by her colorway, or this was just one of the kits that they offered, and I
Well,
fell
I
in love
could
with
understand why you would pick this. This was right,
It's got the,
right, the pink and the orange,
yes.
and of course, our neutral gray, which is lovely. That's great.
It's perfect.
Well, sometimes that's what you just need is a little push to get it done, right?
Yeah, I needed a.
Because you had done, how much had you done when you put it aside? You had started it last year, but then you put it aside.
I had done, so it's funny, because the way it works is it's done in 4 quadrants.
Mm-hmm.
And
quadrant starts at the sleeve.
Yes, there's a front sleeve, so it's a dolman sleeve.
Correct.
So this is one front, then you have one equal back that goes to the back of the neck, and then the opposite, 2 pieces the same. So what happened was I got to a certain point on one back, but I didn't do the back of the neck shaping, so I still had quite a bit to do. And then I did the matching front, coordinating front, and I probably got up to about
you didn't
here.
finish that either?
No.
And then you had the other 2 to do.
I still had the other 2 to do.
Wow.
And
why did you do that? Why didn't you finish the shaping?
Because everything was equal. All things being equal, you had to do 2 identical pieces to a certain point, 2 identical pieces for the right, 2 identical pieces for the left. So it was easier for me to just do it like that than proceed and worry about neck shaping and back and front. And anyway, for whatever reason, I put it away.
It was put away. Well, there's always a reason. I'm sure there was a good reason.
And then I watched Lisa do her podcast, like Finish February, that challenge. And I was just inspired. And it was great. It was a good thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Sometimes like something just happens and it's like a switch.
Right. It's not that you can't do it.
No. Right. But I worked on that one project alone. I don't think I had anything else on it.
Well, that's like the, when you asked me what else I had in my bag, I have like a cloud in my bag, which I'm now up to the part from the, working around on the body stitches.
Yeah.
And we had a couple of people do that. And one of the ladies came in and said, you know what? She said, I'm doing, what did she say? 4 rows a night, 8 rows a night?
Right. She has a goal. Right.
And so, do you know, she's on her sleeves now. She finished the body.
Fabulous.
So she inspired another woman who was doing it to finish hers as well. And she was finishing her ribbing last week, too.
Did they inspire you to finish yours?
No, they did not. Not yet, no. Just have a lot of stitches in every row. It's just a lot. But again, here you go. If I did, 2 rows. If I did 2 rows a day, I'd have, 14 rows done at the end of the week. Be better than having nothing done at the end of the week.
It's actually almost 2 repeats.
Right. So that's why, I think, like you said before, that, you have 3 projects going. You're not seeing progress in any of them because you're working on all 3 of them. But on the other hand, at least she's seeing some progress.
Correct.
So, there's a method to your madness, as they say.
And for whatever reason, sometimes you just want to be focused on one, and sometimes you just want to work on many.
It's just the knit, if it's a lace, there's something about the pattern that keeps you more interested.
Engaged. Right. Are you going to lose steam now because you're all in stockinette?
Well, I was knitting this week, and I said, this is boring.
I could see you like burning out on the knit.
But but I will. Again, they say to do 54 rows, but again, I would like it a little longer, and then it also depends on gauge, too. You really have to measure it to make sure you're at the length you want to be. You know who did that? I was watching Getting Pearly with it, and she has these little tops. I think she's doing a knit along now, too, called... Oh, she is. I can't think of what it's called. I can't think of it anyway, but what it is, it's a tight-fitting, short, cropped, short sleeve. Okay. I can't think of the name of the sweater. Anyway, I know. But you know what? I'm tempted to make it, but I know I'll never wear it.
A short crop top?
Well, I wouldn't make it so that my belly is sticking out. But you would make it so that it just comes to the... Well, you know what they're wearing it with? High-waisted pants.
Oh, that's not my look.
Which is not my look. It's not my look either.
4 kids, I can't.
But you can't tell me that everybody that's making this top...
Small-waisted?
Well, small waist, whatever,
In comparison to the rest.
But the point is, she picked up one recently that she just left, and she stopped it like last summer. And it's not a hard knit. It's not a hard knit. You just put it down.
Inspired again to finish it.
And what makes you put it down? And who knows?
Well, that's like my New Year's resolution. Like, thin out, clean out. So this was one of them.
So you got one of them out of there.
And then for Long Island Yarn Curl, I did one of the charity hats that I had started and just never finished. And
well, again, it's a similar thing. You wanted to do wherever it is, the scarf for the
this one
yarn curl. So you put what you were doing aside to do that, and so on.
Have to get this done.
So on and so forth, right?
Yes. So we have some more FOs.
We do.
They're not our FOs.
Oh, we do.
But they are FOs.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is ours. Well, it's not really.
It's
no,
not ours. This one is Susan Crow's.
Yeah.
This happens to be a really pretty top. You may have seen it. We previously had shown it done in another yarn in a winter version.
It was in Vogue, I think Vogue Fall of last year.
Yeah.
And this wasn't the yarn they used. This is a yarn that we substituted in, which is called Cometa.
From Lana Grossa, correct.
And you can see it has like a little peplin. It was a very popular silhouette in the shop.
Very pretty, flattering on.
Mm-hmm.
And then Susan was inspired to do a spring-summer version, and she did it in linen.
And this she used lino.
By line.
By line, which is nice. And again, it's the same thing. It's got that nice peplum bottom with the, what do you call it?
A bell bell sleeve.
Thank you. Done from the top down. And it's
fast,
nice
easy knit.
Yeah, it's not complicated.
So this really came out great. I love the olive colorway.
Yep.
Might be
it's
looking
very crisp
grand,
looking,
spring.
very fresh.
Mm-hmm.
And this translates too. I mean, you can wear this in the summer, but you can certainly wear this into the fall.
Absolutely.
There's no reason why you can't.
Right. It's a popular knit.
Yep. Speaking of another knit, I have it on my lap. I'm crushing it here. Is that the right way? Yeah.
No. We're showing it backwards.
Right way, yeah.
This is another Cowboys and Angels, which is really pretty.
In a nice cream color.
It's in a, very pretty cream
Is
color.
this a silk yarn?
It's actually done in pashmina from
Ah.
Madeline Tosh. So this is actually a lighter
I can
weight.
feel the silk. It
Yep.
feels lighter weight. Yep.
It's a sport weight. So it's the pashmina sport. So
Yep.
it's a little bit smaller, feels a little daintier.
Lighter.
Than the DK weight.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And it has a beautiful drape. So this is Ronnie. So super excited for her to pick up her shawl.
Very
Look at
nice.
that.
It's pretty.
See the detail with
So
the
it just
bobbles?
goes to show you can substitute yarns.
Yeah,
really.
you don't necessarily have to do things as they're shown.
Mm-hmm. It's very pretty. Thank you,
Okay.
Ronnie, for letting us show that. They're crooked, but
Or
there
she
you go.
get them out.
There you go.
Okay. And
What
then
else do we have?
Being that it's springtime,
Oh, yeah.
this here is from, now whose is this?
Diane's.
No, I know it's Diane's,
Oh.
but who's the designer? This is called Morning Sky. I want to say Heidi Kirrmaier,
I
but
think
I could be
you're right.
wrong.
I think you're right.
It's Morning
Is that
Sky.
what it's called? Morning Sky?
Yes. Morning Sky. She had knit this in Shibui's twig yarn, and it's got that pretty lace panel, and it's at the bottom, and it goes again in the yoke, and it makes a pretty cap
Twig is
slip.
such a nice yarn.
Yeah. Is it 100% linen?
Yes.
100% linen. And it's worked from the bottom up,
No,
actually.
maybe I'm light on a lie. It's Heidi Kirrmaier.
It is. Okay.
I'm going to look up the black. Thank you.
So this is her top. She did a beautiful job. She doesn't know it's ready, but if she's watching this right now.
It's not 100% linen. I
She
lied.
certainly knows.
I lied. It's 46% linen, 42% recycled silk, and 12% wool.
Oh,
An
okay.
interesting
So it's a
combination,
blend.
right? There you go.
But it feels lovely, and it has a beautiful drape, and it looks beautiful.
It's a great piece.
Yeah, and
Yep.
it's top.
You made that last year too, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. So that's another spring top if you're interested in spring tops.
I'm seeing a bunch of. There was another nice spring top that Lisa saw the other day. I'm trying to remember. It was on Ravelry. It was very pretty. I can't remember whose it was, but I'm seeing some very nice tops. Spring, summer.
Well, the spring tops are so much fun because you get them done quickly.
Yeah,
it doesn't take it doesn't take a lot of yarn. Usually it's short sleeves or sleeveless, cap sleeve, which is just nice when you don't have to do to get aboard.
Well, that's the nice thing with the Roselle Tee. Once you get the front or the back done, it's just those little caps.
Little sleeves, right. And by the end of the month, I think we're going to be done with the front.
I think so.
Or whatever.
Yeah, probably from the 15th to the end of the month.
Exactly. All right, then. Should we segue into new products?
Yeah, why not?
All right. Well, we got a delivery. Woolfolk, I don't know if you guys are up to speed on Woolfolk Luft, but they launched 3 new colors. Do you want to look at the labels?
Sure. This one is called, it's L11.
This one's L11.
It's the beige.
It's like an oatmeal colorway beige. Now, these are a little bit different than the other Luft yarn because it's actually opaque.
Doesn't have that little white
netting
going through it.
Right. So this is
black. It's L13.
L13. And this must be L12.
Let's guess. It is. Yeah.
All right. L12 is the gray.
It's the gray.
You could see how these are just solid and opaque.
There's no shortage of items or patterns to follow.
The pattern
with
support
Luft.
is unbelievable.
Oh my goodness.
Unbelievable.
There's some great ones.
I know Andrea Mowry is about to launch a new pattern.
Is she really?
Yes,
with Luft?
With Luft.
Wow.
I mean, all the designers are jumping on board with this one.
I know. There are some really nice
we
ones.
have Dark Cloud. It's on one of the mannequins. Otherwise, I would bring it over. But that's by Hohi Locatelli. Beautiful piece. Woolfolk design team came out with, I think it's called Hassel.
You know, the one that...
Cute little pullover, cropped. Also cropped. It's got a cable raglan sleeve.
Correct.
Shelley Anderson, I'm like drawing a blank. She has designed numerous pieces.
There's several of them, and several pieces. Remember that someone came in and I faved? I am looking at my phone.
No, I'm looking at your phone.
Oh, you're
too.
looking at my phone.
Everyone on the screen is looking at us. You're on your phone. I'm on her phone. It's terrible.
Here it is. This was a great piece.
The neck warmer.
It's called Lateral, and it was well. It doesn't help me if I don't have a full body picture, right?
Yeah, it almost looks like a bib. Very cute. It's got a collar and then it hangs down.
That's not a good. Can you get that? There it is. Isn't that cute? But you have to see the front of it. I'm gonna go to another picture.
That looks really long.
And there's the front of it. Isn't that interesting? I thought that was interesting.
It's got interesting detail.
Yeah, a little different.
Shaping.
Yeah. And there's a couple of them. That's just
fabulous pattern support. So if you haven't had enough of Luft, you can get some more.
There you go.
Of course, we're stocked on navy, I believe black.
We have black?
Yes. We just got it delivered.
Oh, did we? Good. So the black that's got the little white shading to it.
Yeah.
And the grays we have too,
the grays
right?
we have, the only we have, and I think we're in the new box, the new delivery, we also have the light pink.
Oh, nice.
Which
That's pretty.
Which is also very pretty, right, with the eggplant.
Good.
So that's new in store. Do you want to talk about these pretty
Yeah, why
babies?
not? You've got those two there, right?
We have this one. So we got a new delivery in our wrist rulers. Rose gold. For all you rose gold lovers.
Rose gold. Look at the shine on that. Yep.
This is the medium brown, which is very popular.
Yeah, that's a pretty one.
And we have two new colors. You go first.
Yep.
We've got orange.
Orange. And Dina has
pink.
Orange and pink.
Store colors.
There you go.
So,
that would look nice as a double on your arm.
Yeah, right?
Right? Wouldn't that
And
be
you probably
pretty?
could connect it as a double.
Mm-hmm. Well, we had a man who did that. David did that.
Really?
He bought two
and connected them?
He connected them for his wrist. Why
Well,
not?
it's fun if you do two colorways.
Yeah.
So you can never have enough wrist rulers.
You can never have
one
enough
for
wrist
every
rollers.
outfit.
Course. You never know
So
when you have to
pink and
measure
orange
something, right?
Is new to the shop.
It's nice.
And we're super excited.
Yeah.
Have to post those.
Exactly.
I haven't showed them on Instagram
To take
yet.
a picture.
No. All right. What else do we have?
I don't know. Do we have anything else?
I think we're pretty much
I think
covered.
that's it. I think that covers everything.
It's crazy. We did it. We're like in podcast, like
and Dinah's
hell.
like, we should podcast today. And it's like, oh.
Well, we're closing for the holidays. This is
Right.
probably a good time to mention this.
At the end of the week.
Yes. So I think it's April. Is it April 20th to the 27th? Yes. That I will be closed. We will reopen on April 29th.
Yep.
So if you need any last minute things,
Hurry up.
quickly.
Hurry up.
We have normal business hours this week.
So what are you
except for
taking
Saturday.
with you to knit while you're away, Dinah?
Well, the Roselle Tee.
Well, that you have to do, yeah.
I'm taking the
So
Cumulus from
When she
PetiteKnit.
comes back from Israel, let's take a bet on what she has done.
Well,
The
I
top
hope
of the
to have-
Roselle Tee, the front, whatever it is,
hope
the
to
front
have
or the
that
back
done.
will be done.
Yeah, I hope to have that.
That
done.
I know for sure. I'll bet money on that one.
Hopefully.
Let's see. What are you knitting? Why
The
can't
Cumulus-
I remember what
the
you're knitting?
Cumulus.
But isn't there another?
Blouse.
Oh, are you going to? But you're not going to take the. Are you
I
going
don't
to take?
think I'm going to
Well,
take
it's not
LYS.
starting until. Oh, I thought I was going to ask you about the.
No, that doesn't start until-
because
yes.
that's too bulky to take with you.
I'll be jet lagged, but hopefully I'll be tuning into that.
Yeah, I
Carousel
bet you'll
Friday.
make some nice progress on that sweater because it's fairly easy knitting.
Yes, but gets to be almost 300 stitches on a needle.
Yeah, but you're
It's a
not on a
lot,
tiny
isn't it?
needle, though. What needle are you
7,
on
I
that?
think.
A 7?
But 300 stitches on
Yeah,
a
it is
round
a
is
lot.
300
It is a
stitches
lot.
on a
It
round.
is. It is. It is.
It reminds me of the Swan Show.
Yeah, it is.
Like
It's a lot of
endless.
stitches. Yeah.
Endless
I mean,
knitting.
I only have. I think I have 220 maybe on that one, and it's it's a lot of stitches.
Right. So this is close to 300. I don't even know if that includes the sleeves at that point. No, it does because it's the top. I'm sure once you lose the stitches for the sleeves, but then
You
there's
have a little bit. Yeah. So yeah. Well, we'll see.
It's all good. I'm happy to
We'll
be
see
knitting.
what we have at the next podcast.
Exactly.
Will I have my top done?
What
Will
are you doing
Dina
during
have-
break?
I don't know. What should I do?
I don't know. You have
I
to
really
finish your
should
top.
make. Well, I have to
Will
finish
you
this.
finish your top?
Oh, I'll finish my top.
Okay. Are you going away?
No. No. I was thinking I should make something for Olive.
All right.
I really haven't made much for her.
Okay.
So, as usual, I said to Emily, pick something. You know, I can pick things I like, but if she doesn't like it, what's the sense? And I found a nice cardigan
What
from...
about that little sweater from Pudding?
That's
From
cute.
Mrs. Moon? That was darling.
That's
Did you
cute.
show that to her?
I don't know. I think
Maybe
I
I'll
don't
send a
remember.
picture.
You can
There's a
send it
really
to me.
cute from Mrs. Moon, the collection.
I found there was another, not PetiteKnit, it was lay knit. I saw it, and it's got a very little lace flower pattern up here, and it's just a cardigan, a very simple cardigan. And she said, well, I like a pullover, which surprised me that she would say she wanted a pullover.
Well,
But
I've
she
seen
did
Olive
come into the shop with
wearing the pullover.
Oh, you said I should make her a bobble top. That's
right,
what
but
you
then
said.
she's wearing one.
Of course,
Crazy.
machine made, not hand knit, right?
No, but it was cute, and it was my favorite
It was
signature
a
color.
nice color, the color of
Mustard,
your sweater, right?
yes.
The mustard. It looked nice on her. So I don't know. I mean, clearly a pullover sweater is not something she's going to wear this summer. Maybe I could make her a romper.
For the fall. What? Oh, she's not going to wear a dress. A romper is cute.
I could make her a
Does
dress.
that romper
Why wouldn't
still
she
fit
wear
her
a
that I
dress?
made? No.
I'm sure it does.
The bobble one?
Oh, I'm sure it
That she
does.
wore over
I'm sure
Christmas?
it does. Maybe we'll put it on her for Easter. We'll see.
That'd be cute.
No, we have to change outfits several times.
Photo op.
We were just going through her drawer yesterday, taking out, believe it or not, things that she's too big for now, you know.
She's already outgrown things?
Well, she's got like onesies and undershirts that are 2 to 4 months or 3 months, and she's really in 6 months, maybe 6 to 9 months in that
She's
area.
a different build than Lucy.
Yeah, she's more.
She
She's
looks
smaller, a little
petite,
smaller,
right?
Mm-hmm.
She's a little more
Yeah.
petite. Like,
So
she's
yeah,
tiny.
well, maybe that could be good because Lucy was a little larger. So maybe, like, she could probably wear. You know, the thing that you made Lucy,
The chevron
the
piece?
romper. No.
Yes, it was navy and ivory.
Oh, I made her. I'm thinking of the other one that I made her. Yes, you made her the chevron piece, and I
You
made
did the crocheted one.
crocheted romper.
That's a cute
we
one.
have to get those on. If we find them,
Emily.
we'll put them on her and we'll take a picture.
But you still have to make something new.
I still have to make. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I really feel like I should make, even if I make something now for the fall. But I feel like I should make her something for maybe not for the summer, right?
Not summer, but if you can whip something up really quickly. Like Barbara, God bless her. She picked out a project
she's too
today.
fast for me.
She is so fast.
She's going,
She's going to London and she's knitting up a sweater. 1, 2, 3.
her granddaughter.
For her granddaughter to wear in London. And she'll get it done.
But then again, you talk about why you put things aside. She's taking her other stuff and she's putting it aside because she has maybe 10 days to make this thing for her granddaughter.
So everything goes on the back burner.
Exactly.
Good.
We all do it, right?
Yeah. Precedence.
Now listen, thank God we have what to knit. Thank goodness, right? We don't have a shortage of things, you know.
I'd cry if I didn't have my knitting.
Correct. And I always have it with me. It's always with me. Even
it's
if
like
I
my
don't
security
know.
blanket.
Yeah, exactly.
It really is.
Exactly. And that's what Dina was saying too. Just didn't you say on the plane you couldn't do your sleeves because you didn't have the needle for the
yes, I wanted to cast
little
on
yellow sweater?
Right, but I finished the back on the Roselle Tee, except that I wanted to have it blocked before I did the bind off. So it's a good thing I had project number 3,
which was your
Cumulus blouse. So there you go. You
always
need more
be
than
prepared.
We're going to do an Instagram post. Line up your projects before the holidays.
Exactly.
Make sure you get your whips and projects in order.
Yes, make sure you have
your
plenty.
Needles, everything. Exactly. You just never know. You never know. All right. I think, I guess with that,
done.
We're done.
Yay.
Thanks so much for watching.
Don't forget, we never say this, Dina.
What?
Subscribe. What is the other thing you do? You subscribe, you like, you subscribe.
Follow.
Subscribe, follow, whatever it's called. I don't know.
Yes.
Whatever it is, but do it.
Right. We haven't been asking everyone to subscribe. So if you do like watching us, if you subscribe, you'll actually get an automatic notification.
Yeah.
And then you'll know when we...
You don't have to have the bell ring. You don't have to have the bell ring, but you can get...
the infrequent message that we've launched a new podcast.
Exactly. It's not that often, right?
No, it isn't.
Anyway.
Half of them, they go to the back burner anyway.
Well, listen.
Anyway, thank you so much. Have a wonderful Easter and Passover break.
Yes, thank you for watching. Hopefully you're knitting while you're watching.
Yes. And I guess that's it. Until next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.